at this. We have done bank, we have done debtors, and we are busy with creditors. We need trading stock, we need to balance. So I'm quickly going to explain to you how do we balance trading stock. Just like any other T account. I go to the plus side. On the plus side, I add the amounts and it gives me a total. Then I copy and paste that total to the opposite side. So I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here. The 126,800. Right. Then I'm going to say 126,800 minus 36 minus 59, and it's going to give me my balance is how much? Basically what I'm going to do to get this answer, please stop talking. I'm going to highlight this, that you know this is where it goes, and this is how I calculated it. I take this total 126,800. I subtract everything on top, the 59,200 and the 36, and then I get this answer here, which is something 600. No, it's not something 600, it's something 800. Anybody? Yeah, it's something 600, sorry. How much? 31,600. And then I bring down the balance on this side. Okay. Let's look at the creditors control. First thing I want to know is what is creditors control? Is it an asset, liability, income, or expense? And I know it's a liability because I am owing money to creditors. Okay, now liability means it's part of my click account. Click meaning it pluses on the credit side, so it's a minus plus. And what's very good to remember is the plus side is the balance BD side. Okay, so I have to remember that. Now the creditors control is about me owing money to these people that I call creditors. So it's about my debt. So if my debt increases, it will go on the credit side. Now I know I want two journals in the creditors control. I want the CJ and the CPJ. So now I'm asking you, which of these two journals will make my debt more?
CPJ.
So let's quickly think about that. The CPJ stands for Cash Payments Journal. So it's when I am paying my creditor. If I am paying my creditor, does my debt increase or decrease? Decrease. So now I'm asking you again, which journal will make my debt increase?
CJ.
The CJ. Because the CJ is the one where I buy on credit, meaning my debt becomes more. So the CJ would be on the plus side and the CPJ would be on the minus side. This one makes my debt more, this one makes my debt less. So now, the contra here, remember we more said it's credit purchases. We did it last term. Credit purchases. And what is always the contra of the CPJ? You are right, bank. So, I want you to quickly post and balance. Now, remember, balance CO always on the minus side. Double line. Balance BD on the plus side. what is the only T account where you can have a balance BD on the minus side? There's only one account. Bank. Because my bank can be in overdraft. So, if I look at this, I know my balance BD is always on the first. I know in this case, it's August, meaning August has got 31 days, meaning this one is going to be September. So now I look. My balance for creditors is 7,000. If I go to the CPJ, what account am I busy with? Creditors control. So I go to creditors control, 6,500. Then if I go to the CJ, I'm going to look for creditors control, 12,000. Now I need to balance. So I say 7 plus 12, you see plus side, 19. So that 19, I'm going to copy and paste it. 19 on the opposite side. Yes. Then to get this one, I'm going to say 19 less 65, and it's going to give me what? 12,500. And that 12,500, I'm going to copy and paste it here. And now all of you have got full marks for that. So her question is, why did I use creditors controls amount and not the bank amount? So the cash payments journal shows me all the money that goes out of my bank. So if I look at bank, this is the total money that I paid out of the bank that month. But from that total, only 6,500 was for paying debt. Meaning the rest went for other stuff. Okay. That's why when you do the trading stock, you will only use the trading stock amount. Because it means that is what we spent. So if you add these two together, it gives you the total. Okay. Yes. The next T account I want us to do is sales and cost of sales. Now I know, what is sales? Asset, liability, income or expense? Income. So income is a click account. Nee. So it pluses on the credit side. If it pluses on the credit side, it means my balance is brought down on the credit side. Okay. Now, let's look at this. My sales, if you think about it, my sales is happening two ways. I have cash sales and I have credit sales. By the way, under which one of the two does credit card sales fall? Cash or credit? Cash. Remember, credit card sales is cash because that person who pays with the credit card doesn't owe me, they owe the bank. The money is directly transferred into my business account. Okay, so I've got two ways that I sell goods, cash and credit. Now if I go look at the question here, what is the two journals? Where do I see sales in what two journals? I can see sales in the CRJ and I can see sales in the DJ. This is my cash sales. This is my credit sales, or sales on account. So in other words, I have a CRJ and I have a DJ. Now, if I have cash sales, where does the money go? What am I going to write? Bank. If I have credit sales, who owes me? What do I call the person who owes me? A debtor, ne? Debtors journal, debtors control. With this, everything is on one side, so I'm just going to total it. Okay, quickly. Okay, so I know my balance is always the first, and the rest is columns, so they'll be the last. So if I go look at my balance, I see sales has got a balance of 20,000. If I go to the CRJ, I'm going to look for sales. I see sales is 20. No, I'm lying. 74. 74. When I go to the DJ, I'm going to look for sales. And I see it's 45. And when I total it, I know it totals as 139. Now let's go to cost of sales. What is cost of sales? Asset, liability, income, expense. Expense. Okay. It also makes my life easier to see that it's the nominal section, because the nominal section is only income and expenses. Right. Now an expense is dead. Okay? And dead means it plus on the debit side. Which means what? It means my balance is going to be on the debit side. And cost of sales is always the column right next to sales. So it will be the same journals, the CRJ and the DJ. But now I'm working with the cost, in other words, what it cost me of the goods that I sold. So because I want to see how much my stock is going to decrease, and you can actually go to trading stock and you will see here on the credit side there's also a CRJ DJ, ne? Meaning this is the price of the goods that I sold, meaning I keep track of my stock. Now can you see what the contra is there? Cost of sales. Ne? Interesting. So what is the contra going to be here? Think about it. What am I selling? Look again. Look again. What's on the credit side of trading stock? So what will be on the debit side of cost of sales? Trading stock. Okay. Now I know. Let's quickly post. I give you to do this. Just by the way, I will put this on Accountanese on the YouTube channel, so that you can go look through it again if you don't understand. Okay? So, please stop talking. Okay, so I know the balance is always on the first day, and the other ones are columns, so they're the last day. Cost of sales has got a balance of 10,000. Now, in the CRJ and the DJ, I'm going to look for cost of sales. So, CRJ, cost of sales, 59,200. DJ, cost of sales, 36. I also want you to see, can you see the CRJ in the cost of sales is 59,200. If I go to trading stock, can you see 59,200? The cost of sales in the DJ here, can you see it's 36? Can you see in the trading stock there, 36? Okay. And now I just total and I get what? 002, 105, 200.